right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. We're broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. There's lots of things going on here, and we want to make sure we keep you up to date and in the loop on what's happening here within the area too. So we're very excited here today. Of course, like I said, Aurora's been on fire. They've been doing a lot. They've been getting a lot here. They've been working with the community and have been really been quite empowering here when it comes to community and resources. So we want to welcome to the stage here today. We've got Toshia Moss and also Sam Loveland with us, both with us here today to interview a little bit on some great services that are being enhanced for small businesses. Toshia is the Innovative and Strategy Program Manager, and then Sam Loveland is Communications Coordinator. So thank you both for joining us today. How are you both doing?
Good.
Great.
All right, very, very cool. So we want to start off here talking a little bit about what recently has happened here in association with the National Cities for Financial Empowerment Fund. They're excited to announce that it has been selected to participate in the Small Business Boost, that is the SBB initiative. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the Small Business Boost is an opportunity for the FEC to expand our services. We once worked with individuals and families. Now we've expanded that to support small businesses and entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs as well. And so we partner with small business development support services that are already in place, and we inject financial literacy and financial empowerment strategies into their existing programs. So now it gives a small business owner an opportunity to develop a plan and a strategy, and our coaches work with them one-on-one to achieve that. Our services are free, will always be free, and we track and we help them, we check their progress, and we also help them connect to other support resources as needed. And that could be tax planning strategies, that could be business development, if they want to scale, access to capital. So just looking for that full ecosystem of support that Aurora already has with our resources. We're very resource rich in Aurora. And so this opportunity gives us a chance to enhance our services.
I think that is so, so cool. It's so great. Now, this program does connect small businesses, business owners to the Aurora Financial Empowerment Center. Can you explain a little bit more in detail the role that the FEC has in providing financial coaching and why it's such an important resource for entrepreneurs as well?
Well, we were implemented in April of 2020, and the city received a grant from the Cities for Financial Empowerment to inject financial strategies and embed financial literacy services into our existing services. So with that being said, we believe that small businesses are the backbone of our community, and we want to be able to help them thrive. So as we help them identify and empower themselves with the personal side of things, if you are an aspiring business owner, these things sometimes aren't readily available for you. You don't know that they're free. Sometimes you pay for them and there's no need to pay for them. And we just help you get the right footing and the right foundation to be able to become a thriving business and make your dreams come true.
Absolutely. Now, have you noticed sort of an uptick in more small businesses popping up within the Aurora area? And is this a big reason why this has been kind of a present initiative?
Yes. If you follow our social media and our press releases, we've had so many ribbon cuttings here lately. And they've been with small businesses where they're popping up with restaurants and clothing boutiques, and even people that have what we call side hustles. Sometimes they, just have a revenue stream. And so it's easy to be able to have that revenue stream, but just imagine if you could formulate that into a thriving business where it creates generational wealth for your family and also gives you an opportunity to quit your 9-to-5, your W-2 job.
Right.
So it's definitely been an uptick in small businesses, and I'm very happy that the FEC is here to support not only the families, but also the businesses with their goals as well.
Now, for new small businesses that are listening, might be listening in right now or in the future, how can they get on board with this? What are some of the steps that they need to take?
Well, we have virtual appointments, and we also have in-person appointments. So on our website, you can set an appointment with one of our coaches. You can determine if you want that session virtually or in person. And your first session looks like we take an assessment. So we find out what your goal is. Do you have revenue? What's your income? Are you looking to scale? Are you looking just to strengthen your business? And then we set a second appointment. And the second appointment also helps you identify what strategies we are looking to achieve. And with that, sometimes we have to, give a referral to one of our support partners. We also partner with the Small Business Development Center in Aurora and the Women's Business Development Center in Aurora, and also the Minority Business Development Center. So we have adequate resources to help you formalize a business plan if that's what you're needing. And then the third step is us just carrying out those strategies and those plans. And we typically see our clients once a month. And sometimes you can stretch that out to twice a month. But your typical session is 30 minutes long. And we're also that mental and emotional support as well. It's not always easy to scale or grow a business. So we also provide that mental and emotional support as well. We're like your cheerleaders, your accountability partners.
Absolutely. That is fantastic. Now, with this program that you have in place, is there a possibility of, say, for example, a particular business wants to maybe add more to the service? Is that available in an additional cost or some other sort of trade?
The beauty of the FEC is that our services are meant to be free, so they'll always be free. Now, we do have partners that will charge a fee for that level of service, and that's where we're hoping to utilize and leverage the grant funds, is to be able to support some small businesses with some level of financial support in maybe streamlining a service or being able to get back their time as in the way of a grant. Where we would maybe accounting, a QuickBooks account, social media development, and those things cost. So we realize that, and we want to alleviate that burden to some degree and be able to award them with some level of a grant.
Absolutely. Now, speaking a little bit more about this grant that you received, $90,000 grant to support initiatives providing financial coaching and resources. How were you able to achieve this grant? And then if so, was there a certain, did it take a certain amount of time? Was it a long time, or was it,
Yes.
and the decisions that were made with it too?
A lot of hard work and thought went into developing a proposal for this grant. The Cities for Financial Empowerment is the model that we use to deliver our services. So we were already in business with the CFE, so to speak. And they presented this opportunity for municipalities that met a certain criteria. We had to be in right standing with the CFE, meaning deploying a model, been in implementation outside of our implementation phase, and also had to have a certain amount of clients to be able to qualify for that grant. So the City of Aurora met those requirements. And as a result, I had to talk to a lot of the small business development support services to learn what their programs are, to try to develop some loose plan to be able to put into the proposal to say this is what our ecosystem would look like. Because the goal was to create a small business ecosystem of pulling the support services together so that it makes a more streamlined, impactful support for the entrepreneur. So in listening to what their service is and their cohorts, I was blown away at the level of professionalism and information that they were able to provide on a free basis. So I just knew straight away that the FEC could definitely strengthen those efforts. And as a result, we would strengthen the outcomes of our entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs as well.
Now, have there been any particular businesses that have already enlisted in this program, in the ability?
Well, some of our clients were already business owners.
Okay.
So we weren't able to serve them in that capacity at the moment, but with the injection of these funds and this new programming and the streamlining of efforts, we've since went back and identified those clients and are offering now those services. So we don't yet have the outcome of those, but we definitely have a population of our clientele that's already taking advantage of our services in that regard.
There you go. I'm looking forward to some of these success stories that will be coming up with this too. I would love to have an Aurora business come into the station with you guys as well too, and talk about the success story for receiving working with this supportive initiatives as well too. So looking forward, how do you see this initiative evolving over time? Is there some growth that you hope to see? Are there maybe other programs that might be implemented together, like Aurora 311? How do you hope to see this kind of evolve over time?
The way I see this evolving is that the ecosystem that we've built is to strengthen the efforts that the city has already have in place. We have our business equity division who's also working with small businesses. And with the combination of the FEC services, we're already strengthening the initiatives that the city already has in place. So the way I see this evolving is that we're permanently embedded into these services, and we're a natural part of the progression of the small business owners, their process, as well as coming back to visit us when things change, or they've hit a rough patch and they need to shuffle some things around, or they need just connection to more resources. So I see us being the backbone of the support services that are already in place and amplifying and enhancing their efforts.
Absolutely. What's the thing I love about with Aurora here is, of course, I mean, we just recently had a talk about Aurora 311 and how that process has become easier when it comes to reaching out for certain concerns and things. And I think that that's also enhanced. It could be even with this particular program as well too. So I find that Aurora has really been pulling together so much and pulling so many strings together to make Aurora what it is and to improve it as well too. So I congratulate you folks on that too.
Absolutely. And, at the end of the day, it is about our community. So, economic development is a cornerstone of the current administration's leadership. So city leadership recognizes that there's power in personal financial stability, and that, only puts a positive output into the community to get it to grow. And that's where the Financial Empowerment Center comes in.
Absolutely. And I love that I've got John, and I can't pronounce his last name. How is it?
Zeglo.
Zeglo?
I just call him John.
He always
Shout out to John.
Shout out to John.
Exactly. He always comes in. He always informs me. He sends me these different press releases a lot of the time. And I love, of course, working with him to set up interviews. That's what I did to get this interview on as well, too. So thank you to John for that in the city of Aurora. And we still have a couple minutes left. So is there anything else you would like to add a little bit more about this resource for entrepreneurs, or maybe even anything else that's coming up as well, too, in the near future?
Well, we're coming up on Financial Literacy Month, and I would love for everyone listening to come and visit our Facebook page, where we'll be delivering, the theme is Inspire, Inform, and Ignite. And we'll be highlighting 4 core principles each week throughout the month of April, and that's budgeting, savings, earning, saving and investing, and protection. And each week we've partnered with a subject matter expert to deliver some short videos that will be informative and an action item, a call to action to help you take the steps about the information you've learned. And then we're going to end the month with what we call a game of life, where it's very interactive, and it's geared more towards 16 to 25-year-olds, but it gives them a glimpse into career choices and just driving home those principles. So we're going to have stations where, they've chosen a career and there's a salary involved and taxes are taken out. And then they're given some life. You have a family of 4 and, your wife doesn't work, or, you're a single mom and you're making this amount of money, and just giving those life skills and making them think about financial choices and just driving home that financial literacy. So I would love for everyone to come out and join us. And it'll be delivered on our Facebook page, but the event will be in person. It's on May 3rd.
Awesome. Tasha and Sam, thank you so much for joining us today. And folks, if you want to find out more information, go to their Facebook page. That is City of Aurora IL Government, or also check them out on their website. That is aurora.il.us. Very, very nice. Thank you both for joining us today. And we look forward to, of course, hearing more from Aurora. Thank you. Thank you. Folks, we're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410 here in just a bit. So, of course, stay tuned.
With your 1410 WRMN News